All right, we are live. Welcome everyone to the I guess Zeng Xiao after party, but you can call him Xiao because that's actually his name.
Xiao.
Yeah, because in China the last name goes first and the first name goes after.
Exactly.
Right. So there you go.
Well, I shall not believe in God.
Okay, good for you.
I think he's trying to make a play on your name, I guess there. All right, so we have with us so far, of course, my guest of honor, Xiao, is with us, and Glass Monster, all the way from the left side, or the right side of Canada,
right down next to Maine.
Yep,
you're all that side from me.
he'd be even further away from you than I am, because I'm on the Pacific side, so. There you go. And I've often told those damn flat earthers we were talking about earlier, I've often said, well, you should be able to set up a telescope and look right across and see like Japan and all the lands over there on the Asian side of the world. You should be able to see them. And they always give me some bullshit excuse.
See me from there with a telescope.
That's right.
But
they always give some stupid ass excuse about atmospheric disturbances, which technically would be true, but the Earth isn't flat.
Don't tell them that. Don't let them have an excuse.
They're just idiots, man. Anyone in 2020, if you think the world is flat, then I'm going to have to find somewhere that looks like a flat planet and shove your ass on it.
Pick one. They're all round.
BBA. Oh, did I not send you? Oh, I didn't hit send. There we go.
What?
I sent a link to BBA, but I forgot to hit enter, so it would actually show up. That's not the first time that I've done that. Hey, Justin.
Shirt. That's cool.
Well, sort of. It's somebody's got the channel going because I can hear myself in the background. So,
and mine's South Park shirt.
Mine's got Bugs Bunny sticking his head in the door saying, "What's up, Doc?" Right. So.
To who?
Well, not to Bugs. He just says, "What's up, Doc?" Yes, Zach. I forgot to hit send. It's there now. Okay, so quit crying.
Zach, the Lego maniac.
No, he's more into building cars. He's trying to build his own car right now. Okay, so Glass, do you have a window open with the YouTube stream going or something?
Nope.
Okay, because I keep hearing myself. Not anymore, but
they get medication for that.
They do. Yep. In this instance, I don't require it because it was all I was hearing was an echo. I wasn't hearing voices.
An echo.
That's it. I'm sending some Canadian nukes your way. I'm just kidding. We don't have any nukes.
Boom. I wonder if the Japanese have any.
Oh, I probably.
Anything?
I'm pretty sure Japan is not allowed to have nukes because we are not allowed to have army. The Constitution forbids technically militaries, but we have the JSDF. So it depends on whether they want to make nukes, but they will definitely not. They are the only victim of nukes in the world, right? So it's pretty hard for the populace to support building a nuke.
Oh, sure. Eric Murphy's got to stream the same time as me. Come on.
Isn't that just Murphy's Law?
Oh, you're hilarious. Yeah, I'm trying to get Randolph to come in, but I don't think he's
any relation to Gandalf.
No.
Wizards are never on time. They arrive when they need.
They're always on time. They arrive when they're supposed to.
No. 2 cool shirts and 1 plain boring shirt.
Oh, brother.
Doctor Who and South Park. And then a plain white one.
All right.
Sorry. I wonder when your buddy's coming.
No idea. Yeah, I've been having a conversation with this idiot on Twitter here. Rescue and Restore Church.
Oh my
I would do that.
And I proposed the idea that I was born. Well, I was born to Christians, right? But I was adopted from birth and raised Jewish, right? So there's no Jesus involved in Judaism.
Wow.
So if God has a plan, then He clearly didn't want me to find Jesus, right? So how can that religion be the right one? If God said, no, you shouldn't be following Jesus, so I'm going to make you raised in the Jewish faith instead. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, there's only one good church.
There's no good churches.
Yeah, there is. It's the one that they shut down, quit using as a church, and they opened up a bar in it.
Fine, then it's no longer a church.
The Church of Budweiser, of Anheuser-Busch.
I'm saying that God is all-knowing. I'm going to answer this myself right here. So He knew ahead of time that hang on here, that Adam and Eve, I'm not sure why I capitalized that whole thing. Adam and Eve would have, or would eat. Oh, hang on, fuck's sakes. I can't type, apparently.
Adam ate out Eve, and now we got the human population.
There you Wait. How does that work? Did somebody snowball Adam first?
Better check the Bible to figure that one out, because I don't know.
Oh, fuck's sakes. There we go. Fuck this. I'm going to deal with this later. Shouldn't be doing this while I'm live streaming, but this guy just bugs the shit out of me, so.
Oh.
Can't deal with it. Silly people that don't see the absolute ridiculousness of their statements. God is all-knowing. Well, if He's all-knowing, then...
the question you already had.
Yeah, then He's a cop-out, because He could have stopped the Holocaust, because He would have already known that the Holocaust was happening. Could have stopped the Crusades.
This is so sad.
I know.
COVID-19.
Could have stopped any viruses from trying to wipe out the human population that He apparently put here. You know,
it's all part of God's plan.
Oh, yeah, it's all part of it. Just like me being born to Christians and raised Jewish must have been part of His plan. And also, it must have been part of His plan to... well, my point was going to be, when I typed out that, what I was going to type to the guy was, so if God is all-knowing, then that means He already knew ahead of time that Adam and Eve were going to eat from the fruit and fall in the garden. They would have to fall in the garden. So that means, A, He's either not all-knowing, or He set humankind up.
Well, God was all-knowing.
Put the tree there anyways, knowing well ahead of time that this was all going to happen, but He let it happen anyways, so He could set us up, and then we'd need to have our sins, washed away by why an omnipotent, omnibenevolent being needs blood sacrifices is beyond me. But it's horse shit, people. It's horse shit. And if you can't see that you've been set up,
it's called horse shit.
Yeah. All right, that's fair.
Horse shit's better than that.
Well, it's helped stuff grow, I guess, right? This is a used type of fertilizer.
Can't say that about the other dude. Horse shit's useful.
All day today, I've had this pain over top of my eye, like a sinus headache kind of, but just over the left side. And it's not like on all the time, but it just kind of comes up and it throbs for a few minutes and then it goes away. So it's like some kind of a headache sort of thing that I don't get them very often like that, but it was bugging the shit out of me at work today.
I got something here to help you a little bit with that. Sitting there.
Just the guy I was talking about that I was saying, I hope he sees this because he knows who you are.
My ears burning again, were they?
Randolph.
Whoa.
You have a Chinese name.
对
He does.
So you, Zeng Xiao.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, he's pretty good at this. You're coming in kind of hot, Randolph, so maybe back off on the volume
Back
a little.
gain off a little bit, Gandalf.
Yeah.
Not mute, just lower the gain.
I don't have control of that with this right now. Let me see here.
Throw a sweatshirt over it. Hoodie, hat, wool hat, toque, balaclava, scarf.
Balaclava. Yeah, and then send it out to rob a bank.
Wash them first. Sock.
Let me see if I can find a mic to plug in here.
Thanks,
Sure.
t-shirt.
You mean your computer microphone doesn't have a volume setting?
Go down to the bottom left-hand corner or right-hand corner of your screen, and you'll see a little symbol of a speaker.
Oh, he knows computers, dude. That's what he does.
Oh, no, I'm on Linux. I won't see that. Let me see. I'll try the volume.
Oh, my condolences.
Well, Linux is good.
Yeah. I know. I'm running Firefox.
See, I hate Firefox.
And then yesterday,
Is this
I was
better?
doing a lot better.
Oh,
Yes.
that's not bad.
Okay,
Yeah.
good. Excellent.
How
So
come
I'll
you
just
don't
keep it
like
at that.
Firefox? Those
So-
fighting words.
So, what got my ears burning here, and who are these people?
Well, you got a nutcase that loves tube audio music, weed and beer and hard liquor. You got
And
some
marijuana.
Chinese guy and
Yeah.
weed.
Well, weed.
You
Yeah.
got some Chinese guy that quit religion. That's the best thing he could ever have done.
No, he didn't quit. He was never a believer.
That's even better.
Like me.
Yeah, cradle atheist, they call him. And you got a guy here trying to figure out how the hell to get his Bluetooth headphones set up on everything.
Do they
Because
bounce?
Well, no,
Bummer.
it gets recognized, but it's not connecting for some reason.
Concrete wall, sledgehammer. I don't know.
Because this I'm pretty sure it's the same. This is Huawei P20. So,
And you're saying it correctly.
yeah,
You're pronouncing
yeah.
the
You'd be surprised how many people. My friend Mikey goes,
By our Chinese
"What's it? What is it? What is it? Huawei or what did you say?"
The Americans like to make the H silent. They'll say Huawei. Sounds like babies crying or something. I don't know.
Huawei.
No, it's Huawei.
Controlled by
No,
our
the H is not silent.
No, you actually put a little bit of a pronunciation on that. So
Huawei. Pronounce the
Yes.
U like a W, and you're set. Yeah, I don't know what the tones are, so I'm sure I'm getting the tones wrong. So Zeng Xiao, where are you from?
From Beijing.
Oh, Beijing. Ah, okay. So,
I'm
Yeah,
born- yeah.
the part of China that has my favorite accent for Mandarin. They don't ask. Yeah. They don't ask Zainar. They ask Zainar.
No, it's pretty much the same.
They got the eccentric R sound. They say in Britain they call it pirate talk. R, maybe. Because the pirates run around and say R.
yeah, sorry, Float. I once I started using
He's from China.
once I started using Huawei products, I very much like them. They're excellent.
Yeah.
All right.
They're controlled by our Chinese overlords.
I'm pretty sure that's not a thing, dude. Even my media pad is also Huawei. So
The big brother is watching.
yeah, yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
That's
you're-
right.
Are you at all concerned about the NSA?
Not as much as the CSA or the FCC.
The CSA is our safety standards organization.
Yeah, but some of the circuits I built, kind of questionable.
Okay. Well, if you built them, you have to get them CSA approved, and then they'll be okay.
What? Because my mic preamp runs at 700 volts DC.
Oh, that's more than the trolley buses.
Yep. It's more than enough too.
The trolleys are around 600 or 660 or something like that, if I recall.
Well,
yeah, sudden discharge of its filter to be about somewhere around 180 joules
180 joules.
of
That's simple.
power. That'd be the discharge of the cap instantly. Wake you up.
TikTok. Are you using TikTok now, Flow State? One of the guys in the chat.
I do not use TikTok.
I don't use it either. I don't see the.
I don't either.
Now, interestingly, I can
about
only say it
TikTok?
because it's in
What
English.
is this TikTok?
TikTok is a short video thingy where people dance to music. Or
Yeah, or something stupid. People use it also to make statements. Like there was a doctor that used a TikTok video, a short little TikTok video, to say to the U.S. government to quit wasting $450,000 for a tribute to the nurses and first aid and what do you call it, first responders and essential services. They would send all the fucking not snowbirds, but whatever the hell, the Blue Eagles or Blue Angels or whatever the hell they're called in the States. They'd have flyovers, which costs thousands of dollars to do each time, when they could be spending that money on more, stuff like masks and shit like that to keep people safe. They could be taking that money and putting it to making more stuff like that. But no, they got to waste it on some bullshit. Like he's a doctor. He's like, I don't give a shit about your planes flying over. Do something with that money to make our people safer and keep them away from this virus. So,
a couple of weeks ago, I saw some kind of animated chart of all the air traffic for all the airplanes throughout the world. Mm-hmm. And they zoomed in on the U.S. last. The U.S. looked so busy. Everywhere else, including Canada, there's hardly any planes in the air.
Beautiful.
What, right now?
Atheist.
Hello, Bible Belt Atheist.
Hey.
That's what his name is.
His name.
Cable microphone. Join the crowd. No Bluetooth.
He's BBA's often in my after parties, so.
Oh, great.
Yeah.
I haven't been on for a while because I've been trying to finish up college, so.
Oh, you have a very low voice. Oh, and sexy.
What? Do what?
Got a sexy low voice, BBA.
Oh.
Yeah, turn your gain up, BB-8.
Gain? He doesn't need to turn his gain up.
I don't even think I don't even have a gain on here, so.
That's what I said earlier. I think they mean volume.
No. On the back of the Yeti, the top one is a gain.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Gain means it can pick up. You can pick up sounds from better distances and stuff.
I just had a Yeti while I was waiting.
Oh, did you?
That's what the volume is for.
No. Well, I'm drinking out of a Yeti. Does that count?
No. I mean,
nice.
You put weed in it, and actually, it's all together warming up. It should be ready.
Of course, always it's weed.
I know what you're talking about. Oh, that's who I was going to ask to see if you wanted to come in. Was X? X, are you busy? Do you want to jump in for a bit?
Hi, X.
So, I was saying, the reason we got a little bit late going here is because my mom called. By the way, Randolph, at some point in the near future, we got to run up there and pick up all that stuff.
Yeah,
not this weekend, I think, but the following weekend we can probably do that.
Okay.
All right.
Sure.
There's that Mario coin thing again.
Yeah, you betcha.
Who's got the Mario coin going?
That's my phone.
Oh, that's your phone?
Yeah. Every time I get like a Twitter or a text or something like that, the only one that's different is my Facebook Messenger. I left it with the standard Messenger noise, but everything else has the Mario coin every time somebody sends or a notification comes up.
Ka-ching.
And then I use the other one for email. It goes, when he gets when he eats the mushroom to grow, burp, 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 that noise. Yeah, that's when I get email.
That's a good one.
Oh, you're at work. Okay, I'll send you a link.
Yeah,
you can
I
jump in
just
for a
got a
few.
message too. That's what the bell is.
Is that the old school phone?
Yeah, it's wired into the computer, and when I get a message, it sends an encoded signal to the bell and triggers it.
Awesome.
I used a Chinese 3-cent Padauk microcontroller and programmed it.
Oh, right on.
Nice
I
to
have
eat.
a rotary phone in storage.
Send it up here. I'll use it. I'll log the mechanical ring.
It's not for sale.
I hate that from the modern ones.
Yeah, it's got the bells run by electric magnets that wipe out your floppy disks.
They don't. The magnet ain't that powerful unless you get something weird going on.
I can't understand what they're talking about in the chat now. We know that the flood was not a blood sacrifice.
That'd be a lot of blood.
What's the punishment to the Egyptians? I think. Which part are we talking about?
Hardening the heart.
Hardening the heart. Oh, yeah, see, that's another thing I never understood. Being raised Jewish, of course, I'm extremely familiar with the Exodus story because we go through it every year at the Passover meal or Seder. And we retell this tale, which never happened. But anyway, yeah. And for some reason, the Pharaoh was like, yeah, right. Let him go. Let him go. Moses convinced me. Let him go. And then God went, no, I want to show off a little more. I'm going to harden his heart. So he hardened the Pharaoh's heart so he could do some more, douchebag God things, right?
Yeah.
So
What's with that?
I haven't killed the firstborn yet. Yeah, no, I'm going to harden his heart. Yeah. Because he's a fucking screw loose motherfucker.
I was going to say narcissistic.
Yeah, very much so. It's funny, though. I remember this is probably 15 years ago. I watched a special on Discovery Channel where they were talking about how the 10 plagues could have actually happened. If everything happened properly, one after the other, one would lead to the next. Right?
I saw that.
Yeah. Right?
That's very cool video.
It was very interesting. That's for sure. But it turns out that, one thing leads to when the frogs come out because of the blood in the water. So everything comes out of the water. And of course they die. And then that brings in the flies or locusts or whatever you want to fucking say. And of course it destroys all the crops. And then the animals end up with boils and shit all over them. And of course that causes disease, which ends up killing the firstborn, yada, yada, yada. Or the youngest of the Egyptian people. So one thing just leads to the next.
We're gonna get you.
Oh, I was thinking more of the old idea. I was thinking the other one, was it, who did Saved by Zero?
Oh,
shit. Can't remember where they had that song of one thing leads to another.
Oh, okay, yeah. I got that record. I know which one. I can go look at my collection, tell you which one it is.
Well, it's from the 80s,
I
right?
think Randolph knows which one it is.
Oh, does he? Either that or I scared him with my singing.
2/3 of my collection is from the 80s.
Well, there you go.
I do have Nina, 99
Luftballons.
The German one, yeah.
99 Luftballons. Reach the beach. The Fix. Thank you.
Yep.
That's right. Which also had Saved by Zero, which I think was the opening song.
I got 5 Fix albums. The Fix.
The Fix. Yeah, they were really good. I actually really liked them. I remember my landing in Israel and just leaning on my little cart with all my shit and waiting for a cab so I could take a cab into Ramat HaSharon, where the village I was going to live in was located. and I was playing that CD, or not CD, cassette, because it was the 80s. So I still had cassettes at that point.
I still do.
Oh, I see. Yeah, you know what? My guitar player and my drummer collect cassettes too. Like they're a big thing again.
I've got 8 tracks too.
I'm like, yeah, 8 tracks are terrible though.
I had an 8-track recorder, and I made mixed track 8 tracks for my dad with all his favorite songs before people started doing them with cassettes.
I took the guts out of an 8-track, all the mechanical parts, in 1980. And I built a hi-fi quadraphonic recording 8-track deck.
It's one thing 8-tracks were good for, was quadraphonic sound.
With vacuum tubes.
Of course, back then, it's the only way to go.
I built it in 1980, and it's still working to this day, and I haven't replaced a tube.
Nice. Nice going.
10 trillion hours on that thing.
Gotta love the 80s. Yeah, they had mullets in the 80s. I'm not a big fan of mullets.
I didn't have a mullet.
I had one briefly until I realized how stupid I looked. And then I grew out my hair.
Keeps up. Your phone's going to get one up.
Yeah, I know, right? I think somebody made a comment on one of my videos because my video thing my YouTube editor thingy just popped up. Oh, what are you doing? Fuck.
What am I doing?
Bible Belt Atheist. Do you have any kind of music collectioning?
Yeah, on my phone.
That don't count as collecting music.
Yes, it does. If you got a music file, you've collected music.
Card. It's on an SD card.
I count my records, cassettes, CDs, 8-tracks, reel-to-reels. I don't
have any of that shit anymore. For me, it's all digital. It's all like online or whatnot.
Class D.
I have some few CDs kicking around. No, it's actually not really. You can do a lot.
I've only got 2 digital medias in this house. My mini disc player by Sony and my CD player.
Mini disc player?
Yes, you heard right. Mini disc player.
Yeah. Oh, I know.
They look like floppies.
I know. We tried to sell them at Sound the Record Man. They didn't go anywhere.
I've got 890 discs and 17 machines. When they went out of style, I cleaned the place of all the discs they had. I bought everything. I bought every machine they had. They sold me every machine for $10.
Yeah, exactly, X. If you like music and listen to it, you collect it.
Well,
I think I have 2 cassettes left, and they're mixtapes that I made. I remember being a kid, throwing a cassette deck into your little radio, listening to the radio, and then when your favorite song came on, you hit record to record the song.
Been there, done
right
that.
off the radio.
Yep, done that too.
Everyone's done that. I still do it with a Nakamichi Dragon.
Oh, do you? Nice.
Everybody wants
I think I've got like 800 songs on this SD card, but that's about it for music collection.
Make sure you have a backup of that. Those cards can get wiped out easily by a zap of static electricity,
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's a good point. That's why I have these as backups, terabyte hard drives or whatever.
Yeah,
you're in good shape with those, as long as you use them.
My platter drive, it says 4 terabytes on it. If I actually want to put music on it.
My SD card's a 16 gigabytes, so.
16 gigabytes. Why? Well, like a thumbnail nowadays.
I just got 2 8 terabyte drives through wholesale channels, and it's but they're going for some business stuff. So.
Well, yours are.
Yeah, well, I don't have
new.
200 hours
Mine's
to
old.
spend on a external hard drive.
Yeah, these are internal drives.
By computer standards.
You had me at bacon.
They're old. In computer years. That's all right. I'm using a Commodore 64 as a keyboard on my modern computer.
That's my favorite computer.
You will never get it from me. Forget it.
Nope, I already have one.
Yeah.
I don't think he realizes what you do for a living, Randolph.
Yeah.
No, I don't. I've only seen Randolph right here. This little red guy.
I work in computers.
Okay.
And I
Audio
started out
devices.
when I was a kid with a Commodore 64 computer, and I taught myself programming. And then I taught myself machine language programming because BASIC was
I can't
well,
see what you're pointing
too
at.
limited.
Oh, I have a pet spider. He's over here right now,
A what?
sitting up there. Pet spider.
Yeah, that's not a Commodore pet, by the way.
Yeah, and if you
No,
bring that damn
no, it's
spider
only
to Faithless
it's 8
Forum, I'll
legs,
shoot
not
you.
8-bit.
Good call. Very good. Very good.
The echo shouldn't be too any echo there now, is there? Just out of curiosity.
Why was the echo you?
I wasn't sure. I switched on a circuit to see if I could block it if there was.
Well, I noticed it was fading kind of in and out. I'd hear it sometimes, and then I wouldn't hear it. Yeah.
Yeah, I just tweaked
Yeah,
also a
that's weird.
31 band equalizer to band you out a little bit. Band pass.
Can't ban me. This is my channel.
Band pass audio.
Okay.
You know what band pass audio is, don't you?
Yes, I do. Yes.
And it's vacuum tube. 31 band equalizer built with vacuum tubes.
Wow. Utah outcasts learned to read from a Commodore 64. Or his dad's.
Well, that's awesome.
That's cool.
It was popular in education, so I'm not surprised.
So to Randolph, that's why my name is Glass.
Load.
Okay.
Run.
Glass Monster.
Yeah, we don't do run start out star, but it's load star. Yeah.
Yeah.
CMOS Techmasher. Whoops.
So and then before I finished elementary school, I was breaking copy protection on video games for fun.
You did that too?
And most of them were pretty simple and easy to break. Some of them are real easy to break, but most of them were. But a couple of them were really sophisticated, and they had checks throughout the whole game that didn't rely on the first bit of code. Those ones were a lot more work.
I managed to get into the PS2 that way.
Lots of fun
Not
stuff,
real
though.
bad.
My friend Flow State is going on about how the cops raided all his shit, and he had a whole bunch of terabyte hard drives that all his stuff was on, and they took them all, and it's some stuff that he's no longer involved with, of course, but
Damn.
they were looking for stolen guns and stuff like that at the time, I guess. So.
Wow.
So they took the hard drives. Gee, that makes sense.
Yeah, because you can shoot people with hard drives, I guess.
No, but you can see what the guys are up to with your hard drive.
With the platter spinning fast enough and wing.
Are they going to return the hard drive to him?
They don't have to,
They
technically.
don't have to? What?
No, technically they don't. It's kind of bullshit, to be honest, but
Wow, laws are different there in Canada then.
Well, they even took the hard drives that had his homemade pornos
like
on it, too.
tails and spun it up to see if it explode.
So is that in the US where that happened?
Yes.
Yeah. Things are a bit different here.
What are they like over in the
Here
US?
they can seize your stuff, but when they're done with the investigation, in Canada, they make the police generally, it's not that they have to, but they will generally return your property to you. Unless it gets seized because of it becoming evidence for something, then they don't have to.
Well, if it's seized because and it turns out that it is actually part of the crime, then they usually won't.
That's what I mean. Then they don't have to.
But if
it turns out
it's part of the crime, they have to give it back.
they give it back to you.
Yeah. Because that would look pretty bad if they take some innocent person's stuff and none of it was involved in the crime and they don't give it back. Yeah, the news would be all over that, and the police would look really bad.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that'd be
Buddy
a problem.
installed a thumb drive that was laying on my thing there and shoved it in his 2020 MacBook. The MacBook never turned on a second after that.
Hmm.
You know
What
why?
the hell are you doing, Randolph?
Oh,
I
I'm
bet
converting.
Randolph knows what that thumb drive was.
I'm manually converting these. That's
Flex receptor.
Oh, that's all you covered?
the Cora style,
Oh.
so that I can put this in. This is an LED light. I've been looking for these for years, and I just found them on Amazon. I bought the last 3, but I'm sure they'll make more. And
They got them at Harrison
I'm
Rome.
installing them outside by our new walkway.
They got them at Harrison Rome, Gray Bar.
That's for you, Xiao.
That's Japanese.
Yes,
Hey,
it is.
Zang,
Yes.
read the rest of that to me, would you?
Say it in Japanese.
Oh, I saw you reply. I just saw the reply just popped up now.
Yeah.
Sometimes this chat is a little slower than the actual live YouTube one. So
Thanks for reminding me to flip the chat over. There we go. That's better. Now I can see everything.
all right.
Keep forgetting it sets to private chat automatically.
All right. So, did any of you guys have any questions you wanted to direct at Xiao about what we were talking about earlier, stuff like that?
Oh yeah. If you have any questions, I'd be glad to answer them.
Well, I didn't get to see the video, so I'm not sure what you guys were talking about. I will watch it later, though.
We talked a little bit about religious influence, possible religious influences, cults, the government, how they frown upon people being overly religious and stuff like that. Right? So,
Religious freedom in China. Also,
Yeah.
we kind of talk about Amway.
and it's like an oxymoron there.
So, Zeng, are you still in China right now?
I'm currently in Osaka, Japan. I've been living here for like 5 years at this point.
Okay. So you don't really have much of a need to go back to China, I guess.
That's good.
Yeah. No.
No? Okay, so we can ask you anything.
I guess. I'm pretty sure the Chinese government is not going to be watching this. It's too long. What's your thoughts on Confucianism? Confucianism is very loosely defined for me. I would definitely say I'm influenced by Confucianism from public education in China.
Like the philosophical aspects of it.
Yes, the philosophical aspects. I actually don't know much about the more religious aspect of it.
There
Because
aren't many.
I'm born and raised in Beijing, so
There we go.
we are very removed from the tradition. Like, I don't know, the Chinese tradition, I guess.
Did you study any other? Did you study other philosophers there, like Sun Tzu, Bing Fa, and others?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Sun Tzu.
You got a favorite?
Hard reboot.
She's the one that wrote The Art of War.
Oh, I don't think I really need a favorite.
Did you hear me? Hard reboot. Windows crashed.
Oh, is that right?
That's
Where's
what
the shock?
happened
I'm back. Hi, guys. I'll come back.
So,
Yeah.
did you have a favorite Chinese philosopher?
there. Computers are fragile.
Oh,
That's
right.
why they're glass.
Huh?
I think I have favorite like ideas, but not favorite philosophers.
Nobody in particular.
I've noticed with talking with other Chinese people I know that Schopenhauer seems to come up quite a lot, but his name gets translated in a very strange way. But he seems to be a popular one. Arthur Schopenhauer.
What did he say?
Yeah,
He
I don't
talked-
even know. I think I've heard of this guy.
Oh yeah, he's kind of one of the lesser known ones, but he had some interesting things to say about debating tactics and whatnot. And he's probably more famous for writing The Art of Controversy.
The Art of Controversy.
Yeah. Or as I think the British like to say, The Art of Controversy. Yeah, it's a matter of putting the emphasis on the right syllables.
Yeah, that's
Putting
right.
the emphasis on the right syllables.
Emphasis. I like that.
My dad taught me that one.
That's just how funny the English language is. You
Yeah.
could switch something like that, and all of a sudden it's like a whole new ball game.
Oh yeah.
But I guess that's with any language, really. Emphasis and different takes on words can change them.
Yeah,
Well,
if you're gonna learn English, don't. And if you want to learn Southern American English, just go ahead and kill yourself. Put yourself out of the misery.
Bang.
Yeah, and this is going to get demonetized.
What's the
Yeah.
thoughts on Answers in Genesis?
We're not
No, I know,
serious
I was
people. It's more like making a little fun of the
No, it's a
accent.
joke.
That's all.
But-
Yeah.
Of
Any
course.
thoughts?
Well, not really so much the accent. It's just the fact that American English words can just get or Southern American English is just so confusing.
Confusing.
Yeah,
Like
it can
what-
be. Especially when you got words that sound the same, like there, and there. They, three of them have very different meanings, right?
I mean, surely you've got context to cover that.
Oh yeah, that's all right. Valid point. Yep. Like they're coming with us, or I've got some of their stuff, or hey, we're going over there, right? Sure. The context, you're going to know which is which.
Then you got TO, TWO, and TOO,
TOO and TO.
and TWO.
Yes.
And there's more than two kinds of two.
There's Jacob 2, and then there's two atheists in a bar drinking a beer. Which one's paying? The preacher.
I have no idea what that means.
Yeah, it's lost on me too.
Yeah. The bar one, the best one I think that I heard, I thought was funny. It's stupid, but it's funny. It's two guys walk into a bar, which is really silly because you figure the second guy would have seen it coming. But
Bang.
yeah, pretty much.
Like those newspaper headlines about the psychic getting hit by a car and they didn't see it coming.
Yeah. And why do psychic fairs have to advertise? That's what I always wondered.
Not enough projection.
I'm trying to get.
They're trying to control the projection racket.
Wow. Yeah. They're gonna have to wrestle with Cineplex Odeon, I guess. Oh wait, different kind of projection. I'm trying to actually get a friend of mine, well, an acquaintance of mine. We'll
Wow, that's incredible. You're trying to get a friend?
say. All right. Let me finish their glass, and then you'll understand better and not have to ask dumb questions like that.
Why, thank you.
But she's an ex.
Uh-oh.
New. What do you call them? New. I keep wanting to say new wave because my brain automatically goes
New age.
the root. That's it.
Right.
New wave because my brain automatically goes the root of music. But new age. She was an ex new age guru. She lives here where I am. And ex guru. Yep. But she's no longer. And I approached her about this over a year ago. And she wasn't really into it then. So because I have yet to have somebody on that is an ex new age woo woo nonsense guru type person. She believed in chakras and there you go. And
two more to do now.
and crystal healing and astrology and palmistry, numerology, all that fucking horse shit. She believed in all that shit. So
astrology is definitely a thing in China.
Astrology? Yes, but it's different there. It's not the same as ours. You guys have
Okay.
Well, you have the Chinese zodiac, right?
We have Western zodiacs.
Oh, as well. Oh,
The
okay.
horoscope.
Chinese zodiacs aren't used to do any of the religious stuff. I don't think so. When I talk about astrology, it's the same system.
Well, the horoscope, the Western one, is on a 12-month cycle, and the zodiac from China is on a 12-year cycle.
Exactly. I've actually made a video about it. It has something to do with Jupiter. That's why we have a 12-year cycle.
Oh,
Yes.
interesting. I should take a look at that.
Gravitational
Have you seen
pull.
Have
Maybe
seen
you can
the
send
latest
Neil the
Rogan
link.
video?
He can put it in the video description.
I like this one. English is like this. Every time you light your lighter gets lighter until it gets so light that your lighter won't light.
That's really, really good. Oh, yeah. Cheers for that one. That's great.
Four
That's fantastic.
paragraphs in Chinese. Have you heard of the
Yeah.
I've
So,
heard somebody bring it up, but I have no idea what it means.
it's saying 44 is 44.
Oh,
It's, yeah.
so it's the same idea. That's hysterical.
It's a tongue twister, so it goes like this. It starts like this. And it goes on. I don't remember the rest of it.
That's a different one.
Oh, you're thinking of something else.
Yes. It's
Peter
about
Pickle,
a lion
pickled peppers. Say it fast.
It's about what?
a lion eating person.
A lion eating person. Huh.
Yes. Anyway,
Oh, they say it
you
tastes
can
like
Google it.
pork.
Hold on. Okay, you guys are walking on each other, so I don't know.
Zhang said a lion-eating person. Well,
Oh,
they say it tastes like
let
pork.
me-
The person.
What?
Yes, apparently we have a flavor that is akin to pork. Yes,
Oh,
call
it's
it long pigs.
the lion-eating poet.
Yes.
Okay.
A poet.
Yeah, that's the one. And in English, it goes like this: in a stone den, a poet called Shirshir who was a lion addict and had resolved to eat 10 lions. He often went to the market to look for lions, and it goes on like that. Kind of long.
Kind of long.
Yeah, that's just the first 2 lines. There's like 15 lines or something, or 14
Wow.
lines to it.
The other way around would be more fun, though. A poet eating lion.
Meaning the lion eats the poets. Yeah.
Yeah, that'd
Yes,
be more
yes.
fun.
I'm sure they're not picky. So if a poet happened to come across a lion that was hungry, I'm pretty sure he'd be dinner.
When you're hungry, you're not picky usually. Yeah, I've heard that before. Yeah.
Yeah, I've even eaten really shitty pizza when I was hungry. But what do you do?
My condolences.
As long as it's edible, it is food, and I will eat it.
Yes, I know. That's why I try to keep my distance from you, Zach, because you never know.
So
When,
my
You just
cooking,
lose
you'd
it.
even eat that,
Well,
would
you're
ya?
doing good with the fact that you're on the other side of the continent.
where'd my fucking pinky go, Zach? Talk about finger food.
When I was hungry and when I was a kid in school, we didn't have enough food sometimes. I would eat paper to stave off the hunger, and it would work for a couple of minutes, and then I'd be back to feeling hungry again. But it was nice to get some relief.
Eat
Oh.
paper?
What the fuck?
Eating paper.
I was a
Didn't have
starving.
enough fiber in your diet, or
No, we just
There's
didn't have enough money for
bookworms,
food.
And then there's you.
We didn't have enough money for food,
oh,
so you improvised, right?
Yeah.
yeah.
food,
I would never think to
paper.
eat paper. I go outside and maybe eat some leaves that I know you can eat, and maybe do that.
Oh, that's pretty clever.
Yeah.
The little
I'd say-
clusters of 5 leaves, you mean? Like in
No,
the-
no. Dandelions. You can eat dandelions.
Yeah, but they don't get you high.
Well, no, that wasn't. I was fucking 7.
That's all right.
No, it's not all right. You don't introduce a kid at the age of fucking 7 to weed. Well, yeah, no. They got to be at least in their teens before I would even consider.
You see, at 7, they introduced themselves without their parents knowing they got into their
That's
stash.
what I did. Yeah.
See, I didn't try it till double digits, so
I've never tried it.
I don't. At 7, I didn't even know what the hell it was. So
When I was a kid, my brother and I found a package of cigarettes, and we thought, okay, let's try to smoke. So we went to the end of the street where our parents wouldn't see us because we knew it was wrong. And then I opened it up and I took out a cigarette and handed it to my brother, who's 2 years younger. And then I'm looking on the package trying to find instructions.
what are you doing?
Couldn't find them. And then my brother's spitting it out, and he says, "Oh, this tastes awful." And we decided smoking's too complicated. We're not going to start.
Yeah, you're not supposed to eat them. I tried that once too. It didn't go well.
We were too young to know what we were doing. But
Yeah, I think.
we got away from it the easy way.
Yeah.
Yeah, chewed on them.
Ignorance.
Yeah, ignorance saved us this
Saved
time.
us. Yeah,
Yeah. Ignorance isn't always bad.
that's right. I remember the first time I tried actual chewing tobacco, and I found my cousin's little, I think it was skull or something, and I found it, and I took a little, and I heard, "Oh, this is chewing tobacco," and I took a little piece, and I stuck it in my mouth, and then that fucking weird ass tobacco burn starts happening, and I threw up all over his bedroom.
Oh, it burns, huh?
Oh yeah. It's kind of a burning
How long
sensation.
did it take to clean up?
How long did it take me to clean up? I don't know. Ask my mom.
Oh,
I bet somebody hid their chewing tobacco a little better after that.
He actually stopped, and it just happened to be there. So part of the problem was it was probably stale and outdated too. So I just got a bad batch, and I never had the desire to try it again ever anyway. So
Oh, that's good.
yeah,
So the bad batch worked good for you.
yeah, but I get my tobacco in a different way. So
Not injection.
yeah, no.
But some people are doing with the Kool-Aid, man. They're injecting the powder directly, I think.
Yeah,
Holy
I think
Kool-Aid.
so.
Good YouTube channel, Holy Kool-Aid.
Yes, I know.
Kool-Aid.
Yeah, he doesn't inject it.
No.
He's trying to help people not consume it.
Yeah, don't drink the Kool-Aid.
You seen my episode with him?
Yep.
Yeah, really good. You had a couple now.
That's how I discovered you.
Really? Through
Yeah.
really?
Yeah, I've been a sub to him ever since episode 1.
Oh yeah, me too. But I mean,
One of his first subbers.
as he put it, I think I was number 12 or something. I don't know. Probably not even.
100
Yeah, probably somewhere around there.
area for me.
Yeah, early hundreds.
Bashing
Within
on the religious, and it's like, yeah, I like this channel.
Actually, I discovered Holy Kool-Aid and GM Skeptic around the same time
Well, same for me.
because they're actually, and now they're friends of mine, which is awesome because
Yeah.
I
And of
really
course,
respect
our Lord
right.
and Savior, Arn Ra.
Arn,
Oh,
my brother from another mother.
Yeah, our Lord and Savior, Arn.
You should see the two of us standing together. It's got to be one of the most intimidating pictures you'll ever see.
Who's taller?
Who's taller? I am slightly.
That's
Who's
incredible.
got longer hair?
Aaron Ross? Huh.
He's actually Arn has stated publicly that he's jealous of my hair. So.
Aww.
Well, that can't be bad for your ratings.
No.
You might be taller, but looks of him, I'd say he could probably lift you over his head.
Wait till I show you the picture.
Will it come up on this, or I got to go to YouTube to see it?
No. I'll show it to you. I don't have it on the computer, so I kind of have to
Send it to
do
my
it-
email then. Dr.
do it the old school. Oh, for crying out loud. Just hang on.
My favorite Holy Kool-Aid video is the one that teachers respond from the grave. Oh,
Cool.
right.
There you go.
Yeah.
He's welcome.
It was a noodle house that we went to, and Arn ordered
Monkey's
Super hot
welcome.
Noodles.
he ordered noodles that were so hot that he was sweating his ass off. Here's and I ordered some that were pretty spicy at level 9. He ordered some that were level 11, and right there this is his
Is it
face
a Chinese thing?
regretting that he ordered these noodles. It's
I can see chopsticks.
It's in Texas, so probably not genuine Chinese.
No, it was in Dallas, and it was I think more of a Thai restaurant, like Thai.
Oh,
Doesn't matter, man. I love all that. I love it all.
I've got a nice bottle of
Bring
the
it
last
on.
drop here.
You got what?
Bottle of the last drop, it's called.
Oh, yeah. I know that
And,
stuff.
I've also got a bottle of the bomb.
Yeah, there's one now. There's
The
a
bomb was
genetically.
featured on Braille skateboarding.
Oh,
And
yeah.
it's
There's,
basically the hot extract pure. Nothing but hot. The hot part of hot sauce. The bomb.
Hey, Neil, was 11 the highest level there, or do you remember?
no, they actually only go to 10, but he said make mine an 11. so I was like,
like
holy
Arn.
Spinal Tap reference here, pal.
Or Fender amplifiers. Crank it to 11.
mm,
They only made that because of the Spinal Tap, right?
Yeah, I got a Fender.
I didn't know.
That says 11 on the dial.
And they only made one Fender that does that.
So you know which one I got.
Yes.
And it rocks.
Yes, it was a tribute to Nigel. Mine goes to 11. No, don't touch it. Don't even look at it. Yeah,
I got
the
91.
sustain is so good. We could go and have lunch, come back, and it'll still be ringing.
I've got 91 musical instrument amplifiers.
Are you in competition with someone, or just feel like throwing your money away at stuff like that?
I'm in competition with myself.
Oh, are you winning?
I can't afford cameras. I spend it on audio, music,
You
Oh.
make music?
and Lego.
I make music. I make
Yeah.
Lego. Now you need to build an amp out of Lego.
I've already done that.
It can be done.
Oh yeah. Oh, yeah. You can make anything out of Lego. I've seen guys build a life-size house out of Lego.
Yeah.
And live in it.
Yeah. I built a weed press out of Lego.
Yeah, we used to make little smash-up
that's
derby cars out of Lego, and then we'd see whoever's lasted the longest with the most pieces still attached. Until I got smart and cheated and used super glue and kept mine together.
I don't have to use super glue. I can make mine pretty darn solid because I know how to use Technic.
Well, you can also use your lighter and just melt it together.
That's cheating.
That's not cheating. Super glue is cheating.
They're both cheating.
I'm not using anything but the Lego product itself. I'm just heating it up. That's it.
That's still
That's the
cheating.
rules. You can't use anything except for Lego. They said nothing about heating it up and melting it together.
It's still cheating
It's not cheating.
because it's modification to the Lego. Heating and melting.
No
classified as
stipulation about modification. The only modifications they didn't allow was actual glue or wrapping it completely in rubber bands, which a friend of mine tried to do.
And this thing's missing 3 screws. There's supposed to be 4 here, and there's only 1. The other one's, oh well.
Got a screw loose.
Must have been made.
Got 3 of them on.
Must have been made in China.
Don't know, but I'm gonna made in China. But I'm gonna dispel a myth for you right now, because a lot of people think everything in China is made cheaply. But if you look at iPhones and Huawei equipment and stuff like that, it's very well made. Mm-hmm. What it boils down to is what the manufacturers the vendors are doing. They're giving specifications. Yeah, they give specifications to the manufacturers, and the manufacturers tell them how much it'll cost. Now, if the variances are more loose, then it costs less to produce. But if they're more tight and higher quality restrictions, then it'll cost more to produce. And this is something that people just don't get. And a lot of the manufacturers that are making cheap stuff, they're doing it with loose specifications. And so there's a lot more play between the pieces, and they just aren't as well made. Material, quality, and all kinds of different things. They're going for the cheapest stuff. And then, of course, China's the biggest manufacturer from a national standpoint. So they end up getting it. And it's an unfair criticism, I think.
I never said that Chinesium stuff was bad. Even a few of my tubes are Chinesium.
A few of your what are Chinese?
Chinesium?
Yeah.
Chinesium.
Is that the new metal?
Made in China, Chinesium.
Chinesium.
I think sometimes the manufacturers they don't care about the long-term reputation of their stuff when they are using someone else's IP.
Yeah,
I've heard others bring that up
once in a while.
They get in, they mass produce something, they get it out there, and then they shut down. Which is, it's not uncommon. Here we have builders that do that. Construction companies, they get in, they use the cheapest measures possible to get these buildings built. They build them, they close the company, and then they go live the rest of their life in somewhere in like fucking Sri Lanka or something where the dollar is worth 1 billion times what it is here. And they live like kings in there or Mexico or something like that. So they start these companies up, and then they leave, and then they've got water damage claims and all these kind because they use garbage materials.
Yep.
We have a whole whack load of condo apartments that have water damage.
I'm a victim of leaky condos. I know exactly what you're talking about. It's horrible, and it sucks. And these guys,
Randolph, they're still doing it, and I don't know how they get away with
Canada?
it. Yeah. I don't know how they get. For a long time.
Yeah, we got junk buildings too. Join the crowd.
I used to work in the restoration industry, so I know all about these things.
Well, you know more than I do, then.
These guys would come in, they look all professional.
One thing, as long as you don't get leaky condoms, you won't have any kids created from it.
Oh, he's talking about condominiums.
Yeah, condos and condoms are kind of two different things.
Yeah, I know.
but they're both supposed to be sealed units.
Yes. It's a bad thing if either one leaks.
Well done, Randall. Yeah. I've seen a funny picture, and this is a legitimate picture, where the mom, I guess, left a note for her son. Say, you met this great girl, you're going out on a date, blah, blah, blah. And it's tacked to the corkboard in the kitchen. And right beside it is tacked a condom. She says, now don't forget to wear this. She's like, yeah, I'm not wearing that one.
It was tacked right in the middle.
Yeah, right in the middle. Don't forget to take this condom.
Well, way to go, Mom. Totally clueless.
Yeah. Yeah, it went from being a papa stopper to a baby maybe.
Oh, that's very well put.
Baby, maybe.
That was very well put out.
Oh, don't put condoms in your wallet either. Okay, I learned that. They literally disintegrate if you don't use them. They all disintegrate if you don't use them.
I heard that only happens if you have too much cash.
Oh, well, then I'm fine. I don't carry cash, so everything's electronic for me. Phone, card, whatever.
Cash.
Use some of that electronics to send me a Chinese camera.
I still prefer cash and cards because they don't need batteries.
What about Logitech? Makes really good stuff, dude.
Yeah, I really like Logitech stuff. Like for my clients, I find the keyboards and mice and video cameras that Logitech makes, they just don't break down. They end up not needing to be replaced. I buy like the Microsoft keyboard, for example, it breaks down. That's a good camera. Yeah, that's a good model, that one.
It's an excellent camera. And it's also got stereo microphone built in. So
yeah. What's the resolution on that?
These ones are 1080.
Oh yeah, that's quite common.
I'll send you an email with my address.
Yeah. Why? So I can email you the locations you can pick them up near where you live?
No.
Oh.
He just wants to stay in touch. Nothing suspicious.
I already have his email, so that's already...
Box containing camera. I have to find a way to mount it to a CRT monitor, but that's okay.
It can be done. It's flexible. It can be done.
37-inch CRT cathode ray tube.
Oh wait, so it's not a flat screen?
No.
Why not?
Why the hell would I want one?
He likes CRT.
Fucking far superior. That's why.
I got a 37-inch CRT. You're quite big to me right now. Almost.
Cathode ray tube.
Yeah. Yes, I know what a CRT is.
Oh, I'm saying for the audience, because a lot of young people watch.
1990.
Holy shit, dude! Get with the times, man. You're gonna want something that's like LED, LCD, that kind of thing.
When I was in a debate with deflating. When I was in a debate
is that heavy metal that weighs a lot? You make anchors out of?
No. LED, light emitting diodes.
Yeah.
LED.
Yeah, this is LED. When I was with doing a debate on modern day debate with deflating atheism a few months ago, he had in the background a CRT TV, and then he had Christmas lights going. It looked like they're on. People in the audience thought his house is on fire. But somebody at the beginning was commenting, I don't believe this is a new video. It must be a rerun because that TV looks like it's out of the 80s or something.
Oh, shit, man. We had a console TV, the big fucking wooden box around it.
My dad has one of those.
Yeah, an old Zenith, I think.
He also has a rotary phone.
Those are terrible. Oh, yeah, I still have one somewhere.
Oh.
One right in front of me.
So is that like when you dial, you have to rotate the thing?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got the hand set to it in my hand talking to it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh.
I got the hand set to it in my hand talking to you.
Yeah, he turned the handset from his phone into a microphone for his computer.
Oh, those have really good quality mics in them.
Yeah, they do.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yes, they do.
I ain't sure how my sound quality is tonight.
It's best it's been yet. So
Well, it's going to improve soon because I'm going to use this.
He's going to put it in a Lego housing.
fuck. Now he's going. I should. I totally.
Make a
Don't-
phone booth
don't.
out of Lego.
Yeah.
Remember, Lego only, but you can heat it up.
No heating up the Lego.
Yeah, you can melt it.
And the worst object ever manufactured was made in China, and they call it Lepen.
What?
Weapon?
Lepen. That fake Lego.
How is
it's
that
a
qualified as
knockoff.
being the worst? I have no
Yeah.
idea what he's talking about, man.
Let me
The
Google it.
knockoff Lego called Lepen. They every set. they
Mega
made was
blocks.
That's
Marine
better than
Lepen.
Lepen. That's better than Lepen.
I've never even heard of that.
Oh,
That's good. Being a Lego collector, I've run across it the hard way.
Oh.
Yeah.
Weapons
next week-
factory destroyed by Chinese police.
Well, next week I'll be talking to you through a 6K11 tube. So I should really get the fidelity up with that.
I got 3 things coming up in the next week.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, on May 30th at 1500 Pacific time, I'm talking with Adherent Apologetics, a nice young fellow named Zach Seckler, who I was previously in a debate with last year, and a conversation broke out. He wants to have me on to discuss having nice conversations between atheists and Christians. So, yeah, I'm looking forward to that. And then on June 3rd at 1800 Pacific time, I'll be on Modern Day Debate teamed up with Jim Majors against 2 Christians. I don't know who they are yet. And then, so that'll be good because Jim's great. You're shaking your head.
Modern day debates,
Those
dude.
are-
Famous facepalm.
Yep. And then the Daily Atheist on June 5th at 0600. And that we're going to talk about critical thinking. So yeah, I'm looking forward to all these. I usually don't have so many things happening in 1 week, so this will be quite nice.
Have you watched
Yeah, I'm
Facebook
gonna-
Edge?
You got stuff coming up too, don't you?
I believe so. Yeah. I mean, other than my usual show.
Hey, you're going to be on with Talk Heathen. I thought I saw something.
Yep. I'll be co-hosting Talk Heathen.
For one episode or a week long or what?
No, a week long. They only go once a week, dude. So
Oh,
Well, at least on Talk Heathen, I don't need to use a computer to talk to them. I just dial them. Just phone them.
I'm
looking
not
forward
sure.
to seeing that, Neil.
Eric is going to get back to me and let me know when
Hovind?
I'll be. Eric, no. Yeah. Have you ever seen
No.
Eric Ovind as a host?
good-
of True
No,
Talk?
it's the good Eric he's talking about.
Anyway, I'm going to be doing an atheist roundtable pretty soon too, as well.
What is that?
It's another channel, Atheist Roundtable.
Okay.
I'm just trying to remember what the hell day I'm going to be on. No.
Hey,
Yeah.
if they're looking for guests, give them my name.
TBA.
Oh, for situations like that, I generally do.
Thank you very much.
You think we could convince Eric Hovind to become an atheist? TBA?
We can try.
Snowball's chance in hell.
Uh,
How about his daddy?
Yeah, that's not going to happen.
Oh,
If that
Okay,
happened,
so-
then Aaron Ra would have a heart attack.
If you tell them Aaron Raw will have a heart attack, they might convert temporarily.
We don't want to hurt Aaron. He's too awesome.
so I'm. Oh, there's X. So I misunderstanding. We Atheist Roundtable. We had talked about doing a show with them, but it was supposed to be June 21st. But I'm going to be away. I'll still be doing my shows, but I'm going to be away, so I don't want to take too much time away from visiting my dad to do a bunch more shows while I'm there, because my dad's going to be like, you come here to see me or fucking sit on the internet all the time? So, yeah, because I'm going up there mid-June to check up on him and hang out with him and see how he's doing and whatnot. And of course, I'm going to be going and seeing a couple more folks from the atheist community that live up that way. One of them I'll have on my show coming up, and one I've already had on the show, which is Godless Mom, Courtney Hurd. I'll be going and having a few beers with Courtney, and the other one's name is escaping me right now because I'm old and forgetful. So, hang on. I actually managed to get Bionic Daz to come on, even though she doesn't have a deconversion story. But Kate and I, we know each other.
I've got a Godless Engineer coming on this weekend.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, it should be fun.
Godless Engineer is awesome.
Sorry if my audio quality sucks. I'm on the I'm on my iPhone with your AirPods instead of on my nice mic setup. And everything, 'cause I'm at work. I'm at work.
He's at work, man.
Oh,
Like actual work, not work on the show.
wow.
Because he'll pop in the studio when he's working on the show. But
You say your mic is cordless?
Mine's not cordless.
No. X
Man, it's his phone. It's his phone.
Okay.
Yeah.
No,
Not a
mine's
rotary.
from 1950s. It's got a pointed cord on it, made by Western Electric.
Oh, the other person I was mentioning is Dick Dawson, who also lives in the Okanagan. So, and he's a member of the Shills, another atheist channel.
Shills?
The Shills, yeah.
Interesting.
Dick Dawson, he's good people. He's a loud ass motherfucker, but he's awesome.
Even better.
And yeah, so we'll be drinking. I'll be meeting up with these guys up in the interior and throwing back a few beers with them and having a good time. Of course, social distancing will be a thing and stuff like that.
Well, come on up. We'll dig out so much alcohol, we don't have to worry about COVID-19.
Nah, fuck it. Bring on the plague.
Hello, X.
I'll dig
Hey.
out the shine.
Bring on the plague.
I'll dig
Fuck
out
you.
the moonshine. That'll keep the COVID-19 at bay.
No, it won't. It'll actually lower your immunity and make it easier to contract. So no.
Sorry, did somebody just say COVID-19?
No, pouch.
I think my favorite expression that's come about with this whole COVID thing is COVIDiots.
Yay.
COVID-19 would be worse than COVID-19.
I just love the conservative mindset that
That's not good.
forces you not to think of other people, you know.
Yeah.
We played that clip earlier this weekend, Neil, where the hell's his name? Josh Bernstein talking about don't wear a mask, it'll keep all the germs inside of you. You need the fresh air to live.
You need the fresh air.
Jesus Christ.
Well,
how
kind of-
stupid.
They're right, but there's so much wrong with what they said too. But yes, you
Well,
do
that's
need air
That's
to
where
live.
that ball of missing elastic bands went to. Somebody was trying to use it for a brain.
Really? Have you seen the giant one? It's massive.
Not
No
that
one's
one.
getting that inside their skull.
No, the one that's about the size of a brain. One I had.
The biggest elastic ball I've personally ever seen is about the size of a softball. So and that's not quite brain size.
Had one here
Well,
about the size of a human.
I had a
brain.
friend that I would say it would be about the size of his brain, but
Yeah, I
he's
had
no longer
one
with
here-
us.
yeah. Had one here about the size of a human brain, but it had a higher IQ than Ken Hoban.
Dude, I have a napkin over here that's got a higher IQ than Hovind.
And Ken Ham combined.
I love that there's a whole lot of infighting happening right now between him and his son. It's
Right?
delicious.
They haven't gotten along in years, though.
Have you seen the recent crap that they put out?
Oh, here we go. Randall's got some funny pictures going on. Hang on here.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
I love how Neil throws his phone behind him.
yeah.
When you invade Earth, you have to spend 2 weeks in quarantine. Those are aliens.
Oh, that's fucking beautiful. I guess X had to go back to work.
I hope he didn't miss that.
Or he dropped us on his phone because he is using an iPhone.
Or it's
I know.
because you threw your phone behind you. It's all your fault.
Yeah.
Hey,
Is
there
it, how's that iPhone working?
Oh boy, I thought I was in a browser somewhere, and I hit the wrong button, and it just kicked me completely out. And I was like, oh shit, because I went to the browser through Twitter. So, man,
Oh yeah.
oh
Yeah.
well.
I'm like, he just did a Houdini. Gone.
Yeah, I closed KeyCat earlier and it disconnected me from the web.
In 2033, they'll be called quarantines. The kids will be born after this one. Yep, quarantines. You know what? That's probably going to be a thing.
That's brilliant, actually.
Honestly,
That's really
yeah.
damn funny.
Yeah, it is funny.
I thought the new meme of 2020 was the social distance.
What? I
The
don't
new
remember.
meme of 2020, social distancing.
Yeah.
Oh well, fine. I couldn't even make the Chinese guy laugh.
Sorry.
What?
My
Huh.
joke must have been lame.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This one's real nice, Neil.
Huh?
This one's really lovely.
Yeah.
This picture.
Oh. Yeah.
I
Yeah,
wonder if my bar is thinking of me.
I
I hope your bar still exists.
mine's open again down the road. So
That's a good
My
idea.
favorite restaurant chain
Bar.
closed a lot of stores.
oh! Someone's throwing shade at X in the chat. I don't know, man.
Your
All
phone.
right, hang on. I was trying to go to the chat real quick there.
I agree.
Your phone
sucks.
sucks, X.
Or
Okay,
Apple
cool.
sucks.
Yeah, I don't give a shit.
It works. That's all that
It's not my
matters.
fucking identity. It's just a product I use. Quit being a fucking fanboy.
Fat girl.
Well, BOI, not Y.
Oh, I see. Oh, why?
Sorry if I'm salty, but I get a lot of shit all the time from like Windows users and from all the people that use fucking Samsung and shit. And it's like, dude, I just don't care. It's consumer electronics. I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
Well, if it's
Dude, I
consumer
lived through the console wars for like the Super Nintendo versus the Genesis and Turbo graphics, and now that I'm in an age where I can afford shit, it's like, who cares about fucking brand loyalty? What works better?
Holy fuck!
Well, that mask ain't gonna work too well.
How?
Yeah.
No,
Realistically,
I don't even know how to fucking absorb that.
No, she's
What-
either religious or a flat earther.
Now, if you had to guess,
Oh.
which political party in the U.S. do you think she'd be voting for?
Trump.
Trump.
I'm gonna
I'm not
my
surprised.
mask, rendering it utterly useless so I can breathe again.
Gosh.
Because that makes fucking sense.
Of course it does.
Where's my idiot stick? I have it around here somewhere, and it needs to pay a visit.
Mine wore
Check your
out.
pants.
I went to a flat Earth convention. I wore mine out.
Oh yeah, you're right.
That was cruel of me, wasn't it, to myself? I
What's
actually went to a flat Earth convention.
Bye. Nope, that's not how it's supposed to work. People keep
I
moving.
wanted to
It's
hear
your
the
fault,
story.
Randolph.
Tell me that story.
No, Randolph kind of threw a picture in there, and that
No,
shuffled everyone
no,
around.
no. You can blame Darth Vader for that.
Why?
We have masks. Oh yeah.
I've actually got a mask on.
If
the way.
anybody knows where you can find a stormtrooper helmet,
Wear a mask like that.
Why are you
you
here
find a-
twice now, Glass?
if you guys can find me a stormtrooper helmet that fits a 7 7/8 head, I'll gladly buy one.
I guess you've checked Amazon already then.
Well,
Whatever you get.
every hat in the known world doesn't fit my massive melon. I have to go to the big and tall store, and then I get to choose between like one of two. and they all look like shit. So,
You're saying
I got
I
a big
said
head,
something
too.
pretty bad, did I? Going to a close
yeah,
convention?
you went to a flat Earth convention. That's why I kicked you.
I
But,
needed the lols.
You didn't let him finish saying he went there so he could make fun of people.
I absolutely did. Whose mic's broken?
Anyway, fuck, I was going to say something, and now I had it, and now it's gone.
We talked about Star Wars. We talked about flat
idiot
earthers.
sticks.
Idiot sticks, yeah.
Oh yeah, the idiot stick. Yeah,
No, I had something.
they have a thicker version called a clue by 4.
What?
Yeah, we used-
Nope.
Glue by 4.
Supreme Leader streams. What? Oh, for fuck's sakes! I think the Dawkins Patrol is back.
Richard Dawkins?
I'm sorry, who?
Richard Dawkins.
Richard,
Oh,
they
not
like to ask me
no,
questions because I'll try to give them serious answers.
Darth Dawkins.
No, you're talking Darth
Oh,
Dawkins, but that's my favorite running gag is to, like, when somebody that's a self-important Christian or debater pops up, and I'm like, I'm sorry, who?
Oh, yeah. And you are.
I'm
Oh,
Matt
that
Powell.
blocky
Don't you know
one,
who I
Darth
am? I'm
Dawkins.
Matt Powell. Yeah,
Holy
I have no idea
shit.
who that is.
Who's Matt Powell?
Matt Powell.
I'm kidding.
Exactly. That's how you take these people down a peg before you even talk to them.
I wasn't going to answer the question. I was going to make a statement about Matt Powell.
Mhm.
He wants me to chat with him as well.
Oh boy, I've been trying to get a chat with him and I've been getting ignored. So congratulations, that's great.
my condolences.
The P is silent. I like the way you spelled that. Shout.
No, he's too busy. He's too busy clout chasing right now. He doesn't want to deal with anybody that isn't like doesn't have a regional like atheist director. Like I've got a friend that's the regional director here in Utah for American Atheists.
Okay.
They tried to get him to do an interview, and he sent it up to Twitter, and I was just like, nope, don't do it. You're better off not even talking. What?
I guess you're not aware of what my position is. I'm the founding president of Canadian Atheists,
Oh, that's cool.
and that's how I
Yeah, but
approach
that's
them.
Canada.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we're pretty humble.
Yeah, look,
No,
look,
I'm
look how angry I look. The ear to ear
I'm messing
Kool-Aid
with you
fucking smile.
only because I know that he's either trying to go for people that are near Arizona, or he's trying to go for clout, like with Aaron Raw. He wants to
Yeah,
dunk
good
on
luck
big
there.
name people, and nobody's giving it to him.
Oh, of course not. He's
Okay.
not. No, why would anyone do that? Why would anyone
then-
give that fucking idiot stick a platform?
Tell him that Canada's the next best thing, and he should give us a try.
Oh,
Oh, darn it! Did I cause that?
X, buy a Samsung.
Buying Android, the OS actually makes sense.
I've got a nice 10-pound sledgehammer you could use to
God damn
fix that iPhone with.
It's okay, brother. It's all right.
No, it's the
Concrete
fucking done
floor.
button at the top. I was trying to close out of the chat and hit the wrong button. So
That's it. That's actually a good question. Is it easier
that?
to be? I don't know if atheism isn't a hard or easy thing to do. It's merely a position on the existence of deities. So
Yeah.
Well, I
that's
mean,
all. That's
you gotta
all
deal
it
with
is.
you
Most
gotta deal
people
with
here,
other
religion's
people as
pretty
well,
private
too.
here. It's not. People don't go around telling the whole world
Yeah.
that.
It's
we
not.
don't seem to have the
It's not
religion.
like it is, especially
Yeah.
in the South.
It's not as contentious here. Yeah.
Yeah, I can definitely feel that.
Deities are about as real as the Smurfs.
I just like the person said we look so angry, and we're all like laughing and smiling. How are you using reverse language? Like, are you using stuff
they-
backwards?
Really suck at it.
they can't even see 1/3 of the panel. So what the hell are they talking about?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. You were saying you're telling people to buy a Samsung. This is a pretty cool truck.
It's actually a great idea.
Yeah.
Showing so they know I shouldn't change lanes and go around them right now.
Yeah, that's a good point.
actually-
Actually.
It's a great idea.
Hmm.
Anyway, that's really cool. I used
they're all
to
going
get
to go to
something.
automated vehicles. anyway.
Tailgater's worst nightmare, that truck.
Yeah.
Okay, here again is another attempt at misrepresenting who we are. Disdain for those who are Christian. No, not it at all. I have
That's
a disdain for people of any belief system that wants to infringe upon or bring harm to others in marginalized groups or try and mix their religious beliefs into a government type agenda. That's the kind of people that I have a problem with. If you're just an everyday Christian that says, and you and I can go and have coffee together for crying out loud and talk about our favorite TV shows, our favorite music, and religion doesn't even have to be brought up. I don't care what you believe. As long as it doesn't bring harm to other people, I don't care.
Yeah, remember how we were just talking about brand loyalty?
That
They're the worst fanboys.
So here, I agree with Neil, and I'll go on it further. There's no requirements in atheism to hold any position on anything at all. It's just by not believing in deities, that's everything else is incidental. So, like you said, there's lots of things we can agree on and have lots of conversations on. But the problem is the legislation desire to make it where it requires it be taught in schools, to be imposed on people, or to bring in Sharia law when it comes to Islam and other stuff like that. And Sharia law, by the way, is normally just Sharia, as they call it. The word law is kind of redundant. They have 5 different stages that they go through. The first one being look it up in the Quran and see if you can solve it that way. So it's definitely a religious legal system. The Christians aren't as bad nowadays, but in the past they were just like this, you know. And you have Thomas Aquinas.
Oh, dude, there are some that are really bad.
Still, yeah, but they're not as common as what we see in Islam these days.
Here in the States, I think we have some that are worse than.
Oh, really? Oh, boy.
Well,
we got them here too,
and take over the government. So in
the religious belts that we have here, like for example, Abbotsford, is an area here where there's a very large religious. They have a place called Trinity Western that doesn't allow LGBTQ type.
The university,
I would say treat all hominidordia the way I'd want them to treat me.
Now, good news about Trinity Western University. They fought it all the way up to the Supreme Court to keep that in their covenant for all their law students. And the Supreme Court sided with our constitutional Charter of Rights of Freedom and Freedoms and said, you can't do this. So now they can't do it. But they're still doing it for other students. They're just not doing it for the law program. So another fight needs to happen. Mm-hmm. And I did challenge them to a public debate, and they never got back to me. I just assumed they're busy.
Well, someone asked me why are you so against having a reasonable? Because Darth Dawkins doesn't actually know how to have a reasonable discussion. He's incapable of it. Okay, does he scare me? Not at all.
See, this is where Neil and I differ slightly. I'm willing to have conversations with Darth Dawkins, and they're wanting to somebody in his camp trying to get me to have a conversation with him next month, and I'm going to go ahead and do it. But we just have to figure out the date yet.
Who stars?
Huh?
Who stars Dawkins?
Oh, okay.
You don't know about Darth?
He's a presuppositionalist.
Darth Dawkins, really?
He's a
presuppositionalist. Oh man,
yeah. He likes to interrogate atheists, and he likes to be the one asking all the questions, and tries to get us to admit to taking positions on things, so then he can have that avenue of attack. And whenever I've been in conversations with him, he runs into a lot of trouble. I know he does. I'm busy right now, but we'll have to do another time. But we can try sometime next month, maybe middle of next month or late next month. I would be happy to do that. I could make some time then, as I said before.
I love it because these guys are giving me view ups when they pop in here.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, thanks for coming, guys. Appreciate it. So I like to try to take everybody seriously, but I notice this is
what... Is he doing what? You're joking, right? He's in my stream. That's what he's busy doing.
Oh, is he the scrambled eggs guy?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I'm busy right now.
You had to ruin the only thing I can actually put.
Yeah.
Oh no, that's not actually him. It's just one of his minions.
Yeah. But anyway, he does what a lot of theists have tried to do in debates that I've engaged in the past before going on YouTube, where they try to get me as an atheist to take some kind of position. But because I'm just saying I don't believe in deities and I don't have justification for that, it's just who I am. This makes it difficult for Darth.
Yeah.
So, and that's where I kind of
He thinks
enjoy
it's-
the back and forth with him.
He thinks it's a worldview. It's not a worldview.
Yeah.
It's just a position on the existence of deities. That's
Hey,
it.
I enjoy the conversation with him. I find him to be quite all right, but a lot of people don't like to converse with him, and that's fine. You know, I'm okay with
Have
it.
you heard him? Like he
Yeah.
tries to corner people into this weird sort of, and I just laugh at it. I just
But
like
he's had trouble doing that with me. Anyway, I got to go because there's stuff happening here. Thanks for having me on. We'll talk to you later.
you bet. I'm gonna wrap this up pretty quick soon, anyway. So, Zeng
Oh,
and buddy,
Nakasuchi just got here, and we just barely finished talking about Matt Powell. Damn.
old cupcake.
Okay.
And now on Ham and Egg News with Pelagia.
Oh, that's fine. Scrambled eggs. I call people that come in here trying to get people to go and chat with Dawkins, his minions. It's has nothing to do with your religion. That I just use that as that sort of a you're coming in here on his behalf, so you're like one of his minions, you know. No, I will not. I don't host debates. That's not what my show is.
Yep, neither do I. I got invited one time to go. I think it was on Modern Day Debates, and I just kind of had to say, no, that's not really my bag. It's whoever you get on to discuss like Christian apologetics is not going to have fun talking to me, because it'll be like, okay, so why do you believe what you believe? Well, I have a book. Fuck your book. What else you got? You know?
Yeah, books the claim, not the evidence.
Yeah. What else you got? I have a feeling. Okay, great. I have other feelings. I would not be fun, because it would be way too damn simple.
They can actually recreate those feelings you get in church in a lab by stimulating the proper part of your brain.
Right.
Do that with weed.
No, this is using electric stuff and diodes that they put on your head and shit like that. And they can trigger it so that you get that exact same elated feeling that you get from like a church or an emotional part of a movie or a song that you really love or whatever, because it all comes from the same area, right?
Yeah,
that elated feeling. Huh?
That's something I should build. I got enough tubes here. Maybe that's something I should build. Brain stimulator out of vacuum tubes. What do you think?
I don't know. I've got a question here. I don't think I'm reading it properly. Why is peder? What even is that? What is pederasty? I don't even know what that is.
I don't know.
First time I've seen that word. It could be a misspelled, and I just
think
don't
it's
know.
misspelled.
No, a pederast is someone that's like a essentially a hebiophile or a pedophile.
Oh, like you mean like priest?
Child molester. Child
Oh,
molester.
okay, yeah. Why is it wrong?
Or
Because
someone-
it's fucking wrong. That's why.
There's no pedophiles to us, Cat.
If I ever catch somebody molesting a child, unlike your favorite deity, I'll do something about it. I'll kick the fucker's ass, which makes me more moral than your favorite deity.
Me,
Or pop
if
their
I
eyes out.
caught someone molesting a child, I'd be up for capital murder.
Yeah.
He wouldn't have a chance to finish the job. He'd be laying there on the ground, bleeding out.
It's wrong because it's wrong. That's begging the question. What? It's wrong because it's fucking wrong. You don't rape children. Why would you ever think it's a good thing to do? Why would you ever think it's something that is good?
Because it's in the Bible.
Oh, here we go. Hey, Doodle Sucks. Thanks for boosting up my watch time. That's awesome. I love that.
Oh,
And I'm not scared to debate Darth. I don't like him. He's a fucking goofball. I don't care that he's active now. I'm busy doing my show. He can. He knows where his dinner hangs. Sorry.
Is it to the left or the right, Neil? I can't remember.
I can't remember. Generally to the right. Yes. Right. You know, these guys just like to pretend that somehow atheism can have, I guess, some influence on your worldview, but my worldview is mostly humanism.
Yeah,
Like,
I'm a fucking Satanist, so
so I have no rational reason why.
It's better than a Christian.
What?
right.
What do you mean rational? To me, you molest a child, I'm kicking your ass. That's all there is to it, because you don't do that. If I ever caught anyone close to or near my nieces or nephews doing something like that, they'd be dead. I'd go to jail for that. Okay? Because I'm a decent fucking human being. That's why. And what tells me you're not is that you need to say shit like that and ask questions like that to try and see somehow that atheists can't be moral. Well, fuck you. I save lives all the time. Okay? That's what I do. All right? I even offered to donate a kidney to save a friend of mine's life, but they turned me down because I could possibly die on the table. I said, I don't care about that. Okay? You get me in there. And I appealed to the surgeon's board so that they would do it. They still turned me down. So I fought it again, and they finally said, no, we can't, because if we remove one of your kidneys, there is a big possibility you won't make it through. And I said, listen, I'm a guy that lives alone. I don't have any debts, so no one has to worry about that. This guy's a cop. I can't tell you how many lives he's probably saved. He's got 4 kids, a wife, and his mom lives at home with him. He has more right to live than I fucking do. Not that I actually believe shit like that, but in this sort of sense, it makes sense that he should live rather than me. I mean, it's not that I don't think anything of myself. I think I'm a pretty good guy, a pretty decent human being, and I've done many, many things to better my community. So, you know what? I'm willing to sacrifice myself for others, right? Just like your pretend buddy Jesus, right? I'm willing to do that.
Well, except you were talking about giving up your forever. He just gave up a weekend.
That's right.
Ouch.
Because these fucking idiots seem to think that something that is, according to the laws of physics, impossible, that there's an afterlife.
Well, I just think it's great that they think that it's such a sacrifice, even though he knew what was going to happen from it, because he is God incarnate, correct?
Well, yeah, some of them think that. Some of them don't think that, right? Some have other views on who Jesus was, right?
Right. They can't even get you a solid read on what their book is because their God won't come down and give it to them directly. So great.
Right. And you'd think that the guy...
That's why there's 40,000 different versions of their religion.
Well, 30,
Yep, exactly.
33, something. Anyway, it's new branches all the time.
I'm rounding.
+1, I'm going to start my own.
Yeah, how not to be a Christian.
Wow, look at this. Trying to twist what I said. They try. They fail, but they try. Yeah, that's exactly what I meant, you fucking retard.
Well, scrambled eggs, you know what? You're completely right about this, because guess what? If somebody has 5 children, their DNA is going to last longer than yours will with having none. So therefore, they've done what is expected of them as a species on this planet.
There are no morals on atheism. Okay.
I got more morals than probably most Christians around.
Oh, fuck you. You know what?
I don't think anyone become atheist or theist because of those reasons.
That's right. Morals are fluid and change
I don't
from
need a damn book
from
to tell
culture
me
to culture.
what's right and wrong.
Well, here's the thing, okay? You'd think that this omnipotent being would have the capability to realize that over time, languages change. So why wouldn't he design a book? He wouldn't even have to, you know what? He wouldn't even have to have man write it, right? Because he's a god. He could just go, like Thanos with the Infinity Glove. He could just go, here's the book. And this book would, no matter who picked it up, would be able to read it in their language at any given time on this planet. Because he's a god, and he could do that. It would make
Secondly,
it
a book like that would prove God existed. If there was a book like that, it would prove he existed, because it was, like, it'd be magic.
No, not necessarily. But
if the Japanese dude read it and it was in Japanese, and I picked up and read it and it was in English, the same exact copy of the book, same.
It could be modern technology that does that automatically, right? Like an auto.
Kindle.
Like a Kindle, or no. What's the universal translator?
What do you mean? Like Google?
like Google? Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I suppose, yeah.
No. That's not what I mean. Morals are fluid. What I mean by that is they change over time. At one time, according to your book, slavery was fine. Rape was fine. Because your deity
Yeah, but
did fuck all about it.
At
But-
one time, not eating shellfish was the good idea. You know.
Yeah, that's right.
Kill
At one
everybody
time,
and keep the
you
young
you
ones
shouldn't
to
mix
yourself.
your linens either. You shouldn't do that for some reason. I'm not sure why, but anyway. Okay. Also, your God is apparently all knowing, right? I went over this earlier. If he's all knowing, then he already knew ahead of time that Adam and Eve were going to fall in the garden, but he went ahead with the whole thing anyways. He put that tree there, knowing they were going to eat from it,
Right in the middle of everything.
right in the middle of everything.
I've got a nice polyester cotton blend hoodie here that says Atheist Edge on it.
How do I know that morals are evolving in the right direction? It has to do with humanism. The well-being and security of my fellow human being is priority. Okay, that includes me. The best thing for human flourishing, for human advancement, that's how you know morals are evolving in the right direction. Okay, I personally, and yes, it's subjective because when we think of morals, all of our opinions are subjective because there's no such thing as objective morality. We can, as a group, decide something is that way, but I don't want to kill people. I don't want to steal from people, unless it's a situation where, because there are situations where stealing is fine, right? If you're a father and you've got a bunch of kids that are starving, and this mega corporation happens to have an apple cart out front, and you rip off a couple of apples to split in half and give to your kids, is that really a problem? Because you're feeding your children. You may be able to go back at some point and pay them back for the apples you took. I don't consider that to be wrong. Okay, so morals have been fluid since the dawn of time because they keep changing as cultures change, right? Something we consider to be morally correct here may be considered immoral somewhere else. That's just the way societies are on this planet. We don't have any other examples to bounce our ideas off of. So this is what we're stuck with. This is what we do, right? So you want to pretend that you're somehow morally superior to other people because you believe in a deity that's never been demonstrated to exist. You can carry on and do that. But I consider morals in China to be evolved. We have my friend Xiao here, who happens to be Chinese. You could probably ask them that question.
On morals?
In China, are they evolving in the right direction? Is the question.
Are they evolving in the right direction? Well, institutions can control how morals evolve. I think this is how the Nazis did it.
Yep. And he was
but
Christian.
there's also this natural tendency. I mean, when we say populism, it's almost always has a negative connotation. So I'm gonna say that moral can go in a bad way.
Mm-hmm.
I think
corruption.
It's when people are educated, when they are given access to public discourse, and I think that would probably, hopefully, lead moral discussion into a good place. But I think people kind of change their own moral beliefs based on their situations. If you're struggling for your life, you're probably gonna think very different questions compared to someone who's fine, who doesn't have to worry about where to get the money for the next meal. So I guess what I'm saying is it depends on how the economic is. I would say sometimes I think Trump is just trying to make America poorer so more people would believe in him.
I don't know how that works, but okay.
But poor people are more influenced. I would say poor people would be more influenced by those tricks that you can do with money.
Hey, gentlemen, it's been a good night. I got to go run and go do some stuff. Neil, thanks for having me out.
Oh, anytime, brother. Anytime.
Xiao, it's nice to meet you. And same for you, Bible Belt Atheist and Glass. So thank you guys. I appreciate it. And I'll catch you guys next time.
Keep the tubes warmed up.
Piers,
Yep.
have a good
2
rest of
coming
your
out
night.
tomorrow. Yeah. You too.
Cheers, man. All right. Yeah. I hope that answers your question there, Supreme Leader. So he contradicts me. Did you think you contradicted me? I don't know if you contradicted me. Maybe. I don't know. But, you have an opinion just like I do on things. So they may not always meet up, but that's okay. That's what makes us human. That's what makes us different. Yeah.
One good thing Hitler did is cause the Volkswagen Beetle to be created.
That's
Sure,
probably
if you
the
wanna-
only thing that he did that was good.
Oh, I see. So he said morals can go in the wrong direction. Sure. Zach, I don't know what you're doing, but it's
Circumstances.
He's drilling holes in his mic cable.
Do
Yeah.
what?
your mic cable, your XLR connection.
It's loose.
Oh, I'm just messing with the cable. I might be causing some.
Oh,
So didn't
it's
you
making all kinds of crackly
okay.
noises.
The cable.
Yeah,
the
I was
email
just
end on
messing
your
with the
cable's
cable, so that
bad.
might
I've
be-
had that happen a few times.
No, this cable is brand new, so I'm just
It
messing
don't matter.
with
It's
it.
still got a defective end on it.
It's all
You
right.
can hear it cutting in and out.
It's okay. It's all right. Yeah. Anyway. All right. So, yes, you do, Susan. Well, not always. Sometimes you end up in the show, so you're not always here at the end. But yeah, I got to head her on out, guys. So, once again, Xiao, thank you for joining me today. It was great to chat with you.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. Glass, thanks for jumping in the after party.
Thanks a lot, Zal. Coming in.
Zach, of course, always a pleasure to have you in there, even though you're messing with your mic.
Oh, by the way, Neil, I will be covering your song within the next day or two.
Oh, which one?
Officially, the "Failing Gracefully."
Really? That
I'll be
seems to
covering
be
that within the next day or two officially.
Link in the
Then I
description
will be keeping
for
it
that
on.
song.
cool. All right on, man. You got to send me a copy of that. God damn it, mute yourself or something.
Link in the description for that song.
There's IQ.
Yeah, I'm getting back into doing some more vocal covers, so I'll be getting to yours shortly.
Okay. I can't argue with that. Every time somebody mentions Dorothy, I kind of do lose my mind. He has not left the best impression with me. That's probably why. I've seen him debate with other people, like my good friend Shannon Q and others, and hers was funny because she just could not stop laughing at the guy. So that's okay, Scrambled Eggs. I don't hate people that believe things differently than me. That's just silly, right? I'm actually very good friends with some, I would say, somewhat fundamentalist Christians, Jews. But we go out, we have a good time. We go eat sushi. We talk about, hey, did you see the last Marvel movie or whatever? We talk about shit like that. Because do we need to talk about religion? You have your beliefs and they don't really push it. And I have mine. But we have stuff in common.
I mean, hell, my mother's a pretty I don't know if I would go as far as fundamentalist, but she is pretty damn devout. That's the reason I'm over at my grandparents' house right now.
Okay.
I hear that.
Grandparents' basement. That explains the background.
No, my grandparents' house.
This is an example of how people misrepresent what you say. I never said morals always evolve in the right direction. Of course they don't. They're fluid. Sometimes they can evolve in the right direction according to someone else's version of morally good, but they could be completely morally ungood, if that's a word, in someone else's mind. So, no, I never said that morals always evolve in the right direction.
I think
Because
this is just a difficulty in debating with someone who's not who's trying to win the argument is difficult. So they will try to kind of understand your words in a way that they can win.
That's what Dawkins does. He tries to twist it into his sort of I can't
Straw
remember
man.
the word. Well, yeah, not so much a straw man, but I don't know. Anyways, it's okay. Yeah, Richard Madsen is a theistic friend of mine, although Richard's got some pretty interesting ideas on the whole religion thing. That's pretty cool. And Scrumbly, you went on a tangent after being called a minion. Minions are awesome, dude. Have you ever not seen the movies? They're great. And I don't mean it in a necessarily negative way. It just Darth is my
The little dudes with the one eyeball.
yeah.
Cartoon.
Well, some of them have two.
That movie's funny as hell. Literally. Those little minion things.
No, I didn't say humanism is what causes. For me, humanism is morals evolving in the right direction. Maybe that makes more sense.
Makes more sense than the Bible.
Well, that's not hard to do. Anyways, I got to bring this to an end because I got shit I got to go do. So, and I already said my goodbyes. Also, thanks to X and Randolph that was in here. And I'm going to write all this crap down before I forget. And scrambled eggs. I'm always willing to chat with somebody who seems to be reasonable. So you can find me on Twitter under the same name at 604Atheist, basically. Maybe we'll have a conversation at one point. But all right. Because of the whole COVID-19 that's going on and we're under this, not so much under a lockdown so much anymore. They're starting to loosen up even here. BC, by the way, is the lowest. We had 0 deaths today. So that's, and I think only 11 new cases. So
BC Bud. Great stuff.
there you go.
That's a lot.
That's actually pretty good, man. Our curve is starting to go flatter.
Wow.
Compared to Alberta, they have something like 70 times that many. But anyway. Oh, and the East Coast, like Toronto, Mexico. Wrong. Montreal is what I meant. They're having issues over there for sure. Anyway, normally I have my moderator extraordinaire delete people like this out of the chat. But I don't want to do that anymore because, even I may not agree with what everyone says, but I don't want to kick them out. Precept. Okay, you're a precept too? Maybe someday.
That's what a lot of the religious dudes try to do to me. Presupposition on me.
Well, it's interesting for sure.
I just shut it down every time. Fucking.
Well, for me, the whole thing loses it in Genesis, right? Genesis could not have happened the way they expand it.
No.
And in my mind, with all the shit that goes on in these books, God cannot be omnipotent.
Right.
He cannot be.
No. How the fuck could he be? Look at the.
Well,
read the thing.
That's not even a possibility in
then
physics
look at
anyway. So.
history.
And
Oh, I know.
Deuteronomy is the worst book in the Bible.
Yeah, well, Numbers is pretty close behind it.
I've actually helped one friend there actually become an atheist. You know how? We sat down and watched a couple Ken Ham videos and thought about what he was saying.
A young Earth creationist. Interesting.
Yeah, we
So-
actually.
I wish
turned him-
people can learn more about the academic prospect into how the Talmud was formed.
The Talmud. Oh, well.
Basically, there's an idea that there were earlier scripts and people somehow combined them into this book. That's why it doesn't make sense when you read from the beginning, and why there's 2 stories of Genesis and they kind of they're kind of different. And I find that very
contradictions.
That's a question that is worth discussing. What I can say off the top of my head without getting too deep into it. Oh, never mind.
YEC is correct.
Theo already said it.
well, if you believe in young Earth creationism, you're probably not that into data. It's presuppositionalism. So
That's right. That's right.
matter data is just your way of easing yourself.
Yeah, that's right.
To make yourself feel better. And even if you have no data, you would still believe it. So I don't think there's a lot of point to argue. I would say
I
argue
found that to be the case most of the time. You can't. I don't want to say that it's always this way, but it's really, really hard to change the mind of a precept that's also a YEC. Filter through your naturalistic worldview? Well, yeah.
Materialist.
Natural world is the only world we can deal with.
I presuppose.
So what other fucking options do we have? We don't. And evolution is not a hoax. It is a demonstrable, observable, mountainous, evidenced fact. Okay? If you deny that evolution is real, then you are flat out wrong. Period. And it doesn't matter. That's the most I can say about it, because it doesn't matter. I could pile a dump truck load of evidence on you.
Oh no! Don't get into
and
that
you would.
discussion.
Oh, now it's DNA, which is completely different. Now it's something different.
Don't get into that discussion
DNA
with me, or you'll lose every time.
DNA
in every way, shape, and form.
There's no point in debating where DNA comes from. Nobody believes in a religion because of DNA.
Exactly. DNA came after RNA, which is self-replicating. It's a chemical.
Oh my god.
All right. It's a chemical reaction, right? And that's pretty much how life began. But
pretty much,
anyway.
RNA makes up DNA.
Actually, yeah, I do. But that's okay. That's for a topic for another day. It's you that don't know where DNA comes from.
You're 12. You're not supposed to be watching this. Go to YouTube Kids.
He's not 12.
Okay.
That's got to be a joke.
Guys,
Organic chemistry. Thank you very much. Yeah,
that's what I went
to school for.
Become an atheist or become a theist because of any of this.
Yes, science does have an answer to where DNA comes from, for fuck's sakes. Oh, man. You just refuse to acknowledge it. That's all there is to it, because you're a precept, and that's what you do. That's okay, though. I'm going to call this one over. Zhang's losing his mind right now. Xiao. Remember, the reverse. Yeah. So his first name is actually Xiao. So, all right.
Yeah, call me Xiao.
There's no proof of RNA.
Backwards, right? Japan. Zeng, Xiao Zeng.
RNA world is a theory. No, RNA exists, dude. I've seen it with my own eyes. It's real. But anyway.
Am I supposed to read this?
You just don't understand it. That's why you misquote all this nonsense, because you don't understand it.
Well, you can call me either ways. Zeng,
Zhang, I cast a spell.
Anyway, it doesn't fucking matter. I'm calling her quits, guys. Thanks again. And everyone out there, during the time of the pandemic,
stay safe.
Hide behind your mask with a hole in it and hope no one's breathing in your face.
A theory in science is the highest anything can be.
Oh, don't do that.
Highest echelon anything can be. It's full of laws and evidence and observable, testable, falsifiable stuff. A theory is the highest anything can be.
Let's not do that.
Right? Yeah, you're right. You're right. I keep getting fucking duped. Is IQ, are you still in there?
Demonstrable.
So I can end this RNA world. I love that. I'm going to write a comic book, RNA world.
Yeah.
Anyways.
The theist's worst nightmare, RNA world.
Until next time, guys, stay safe, stay well, and be kind. And like the late, great Christopher Hitchens once said, it's called faith because it's not knowledge. We'll see you guys next time.